Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SparkerGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Kick back, relax, get yourself a cup of coffee. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Well, I got something doubly good. Hang on a minute. Yeah, oh boy, that's a good hot cup of coffee. Here's what I got this morning. Again, locally, Cleveland Coffee Company French roast. Whole bean, yeah, put it in the grinder this morning. Absolutely fantastic, wonderful coffee this morning. Specialty grade, fresh roasted, French roast. Full body, syrupy, mild acidity, whole bean. Yeah, really terrific stuff. Also on the back here it says the Cleveland Coffee Company is a locally owned and operated small batch roaster dedicated to providing quality and perfection. We provide the richest aroma and flavor for the highest quality coffee experience. I agree. This is really a good coffee. I really do like it, and I will endeavor to put a link below so that you can get to them. ClevelandCoffeeCompany.com. So you can check them out. Yeah, so I know it's local, and I had North Coast Coffee last Monday morning mailbag, but boy, this is really good. I really enjoyed this morning. Really terrific. And something else that was really a nice surprise. This arrived this week from Doug and Fran at PhoenixShaving.com, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is their John From coffee mug. Boy, is this a neat coffee mug. This lights up after you put the hot beverage in. Let me show you the before so you can see what the coffee mug looks like before you put in a hot coffee or a hot beverage. As you can see, I mean, the artwork is not visible at all. And then when you put that coffee in there, boy, it just lights up beautifully, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? And I love that artwork. The artwork is great. And speaking of this artwork and John From is one of the shaving soaps that they offer, and really interesting background on this particular shaving soap. Now I'll link to the product page below so you can get a look at it, because it's really an entertaining page. If you go there, they talk about how this is the brighter end of the musk spectrum, and truly a game changer in that regard. He writes, I promise you, it is perfect for folks who don't normally feel drawn to musks. John From is musk like you never experienced it before. And then he goes into the details of how they created this musk-like scent. And I tell you, I'm compelled to just order some and try it out. Now I'm going to link to the Formula CK6 page, but there is a terrific history on this John From. This is actually an outgrowth from World War II and the islands in the Pacific, where these airmen, these flyers, came over the South Pacific Islands, and specifically one that they mention here in the article, where the natives saw them dropping this cargo, and of course the Americans were getting ready to set up their combat base, so to speak, or their base so that they could do battle in the Pacific, where this was probably a base where they were getting ready with airstrips and cargo planes and supplies, etc. So it became kind of a cargo cult. The natives formed a religion, looking to the skies, waiting for these gods, so to speak, to deliver all this cargo and descend on them. Really very interesting. If you go to the product page, Doug has a really interesting in-depth history about this. You can also dig a little deeper on the internet. The Smithsonian Magazine online has a really interesting article that parallels what Doug is writing there, and takes you a little bit further into how this all came about. And the name John From is really interesting. I won't spoil it for you. Trust me, go there and check it out. Really very entertaining. And again, thanks to Doug and Fran for sending the shaving mug. I really do like it a lot. It's fantastic. It just lights up. And yeah, folks, I recommend you get a mug like this from them. It's really terrific. Okay. Another sip of coffee, and we're on our way with this morning's Monday morning mailbag. And we're going to kick it off from Tim Whitcup. Tim writes, now he was responding in the recent video review I did on the Zeva razor that I bought on eBay for about $16.50. Coincidentally, just as I received mine, he sent me a message via Facebook and said, hey, look what I found on eBay. I bought one. It'll be arriving in a few days. And I said, yeah. I said, I just got mine today and I'm getting ready to do a review. So it was really a coincidence that we both bought the same razor right around the same time. If you haven't seen the review, check it out. This looks very, very similar to the Merkur HD34C. Here is the HD34C here, and here is the Zeva or Zeva razor. I think it's Zeva. And you can see that that's very, very similar in style. And it also has the Merkur style razor head right there. And it's nice weight to it. They claim that it's made in Germany. The seller on eBay claims that it's made in Germany, has a stainless steel handle. I really haven't been able to find any additional information that can verify that, but that's the claim being made on the product page. Anyhow, Tim writes, hey Mark, nice video as usual. I bought the gold version off eBay and had issues with alignment and balance. The blade laying on the top cap had wiggle room so the blade would not stay in place. Maybe I got a bad one. I don't know. The razor I had was very nice looking and had some weight. I really wanted to love it. Well, these razors, there are a couple of sellers on eBay that are selling these razors, and their price is anywhere from $7.99 to $16.50 for the chrome. I've seen the gold ones go from $11.99 to about $14.99. Now, the gold one that I bought was $14.99 because the razors in gold available at $11.99 were sold out. So I went ahead and got a $14.99. It should be arriving next week, and or this week. And I hope that I hope to do a video review and kind of compare it with this one and see what the quality control is. Now, the reason why I mention all this is because I mentioned in that previous video, sometimes you just don't know in this price range. You think you're getting you think you're going to get a really, really good performing razor at about 15, 16 bucks. And sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you get a surprisingly wonderful razor and you think, wow, what a find. It only cost me $15. Look at all the money I saved. I got a great razor and I'm getting great shaves. Yeah, when that happens, that's wonderful. But sometimes at that price range, you just don't know. And as I mentioned in that previous video, I have no way of checking on the quality control on this razor. I don't know a lot about the history of this razor. All I know is I bought this one and it's been giving me some really nice shaves. It is of the same caliber as the HD34C. It gives me the same kind of mild shave. Same kind of narrow angle of approach where you really have to use a strict technique in order to feel that blade and find that shaving angle. But when you do, you get some really, really nice shaves. Other razors out there that are in the mild category have a little wider angle of approach. So even if there's a little bit of play in that angle, you're still having you still have contact of blade to skin and get a really nice, efficient, mild shave. The efficiency on this is good, provided you use strict technique. And that's what I found. But I only passed that along to let you know that, sometimes in that price range, you just don't know. Sometimes, however, there are really, really reliable brands. So when you buy something at that price range and they have a track record of quality control, you know you're going to get a good razor. The one that I can point to is the Vikings Blade Chieftain Jr. This is about $17.99. It's twist to open. It has wonderful heft, great balance. The alignment of the blade and the balance of the blade is spot on. It is wonderfully mild and very, very efficient. Certainly a little wider angle of approach than the Zeva razor or the Merkur HD34C. This really gives a terrific, terrific shave. I used this for a head shave last night with a Dorco 300 blade, and I got a wonderful nick-free, cut-free, irritation-free shave on my head. I happened to use Sterling Sharp Dressed Man shave soap, and it was great. It was an absolutely wonderful 2-pass head shave, and this did a really, really nice job. So as you know, when I do a head shave, I tend to gravitate towards razors that are on the mild end of the spectrum, and this one certainly qualifies as such, and it gave me a really, really terrific head shave. So again, you know, just be wary of any of these bargain razors in that range of about 12, 14, 15, $16. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you'll get a remarkable razor, but sometimes, you know, maybe not. Again, the only one that I can point to where I know that the quality control is going to be consistent in that price range is a Vikings Blade Chieftain Jr. That's been my experience. So I just wanted to pass it on. I got the gold razor coming this week, and I hope to do a shave and review with it and compare it to this original Zeva that I bought just recently. And again, it's not a bad razor at all. It gave me some great, great shaves. Some few little flaws in the chroming here and there. But other than that, I thought it was a really, really nice razor for the price. And I hope that if you buy one, you get one of the same quality that I received, because if you do, you're going to get some really, really nice shaves with it. But again, I can't speak to the quality control, and I can't even speak to whether or not it actually was made in Germany. And if it is actually a stainless steel handle, or if it's all stainless steel, I don't know. I can't find anything to verify that. So anybody has any additional information, please let me know. Speaking of additional information, Levent Depevent says, "Nice shave, Mark. My brother-in-law owns a Zeva straight razor. Stamp Solingen, but the brand logo is different than the brand logo shown in your video. If you Google Zeva Solingen, you will see. Have a nice weekend." Hey, thanks very much for that information, and I have Googled that, and I have found that additional information, but I still haven't found any additional information regarding this safety razor. As a matter of fact, Zeva is sold on Amazon, but I can't find this model on Amazon. There are some other Zeva razors up there, and again, I can't speak to the quality of those, but as I say, this particular model that's being sold on eBay by a couple of sellers, it's been it's been good. It's been giving me some great shaves. I hope that if you do buy one, it gives you great shaves as well, and you don't get you know, a dud as Tim did, unfortunately. But like, okay, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Now that leads me to this next question, because the logo was mentioned. Amir Hossein Sari. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Amir Hossein Sari. Sari is spelled S-A-R-I. Amir Hossein Sari. Gosh, I hope I got that right. I hope I didn't mangle it. He said, "I wish you had 3 to 4 days beard growth showing, Mark." Now, I've changed that around a little bit because I think his English, he probably typed this out too quickly. He actually writes, "I wish you had and 3 or 4 days beard growth shaving show, Mark." Okay, I know what he meant. He wanted to see me with a little more beard growth in this particular video. Now, if you go to my Bond and Barista shave, and I'll link that below, you'll see me with 5 days beard growth. I did a shave with the Gillette Slim, and the Gillette Slim was featured in the motion picture Goldfinger with Sean Connery from 1964, and I happen to have the Gillette Slim from 1964, and which is why I did that video. But yeah, I had 5 days, about 4 or 5 days beard growth there, and you can clearly see it. But yes, I'm a fair-skinned individual, and a day and a half beard growth doesn't really photograph as clearly as I would like, but yes, the beard growth is there. Now, regarding this particular video that I did on the Zeva razor, what happened was, I do these videos chronologically. I'll start with the teaser. Hey, we're going to do a shave with the Zeva razor coming up next, that sort of thing. And then there's my musical intro, and then the video starts, and I start talking about the shave and what I'm going to use and actually do the shave. So after I get that all completed, then I download it to my computer, and I bring it into my editing program, and I piece it together so that I have my little teaser, and then the musical intro, and then the shave. So the little teaser, I noticed that I had made a mistake. I was holding the box upside down like this, and that's not the way I see it displayed on any of the product pages. It's displayed like this. So I put a little disclaimer in the description below that video to let everyone know that I actually filmed that teaser after I did the shave. So when you see me, I probably look clean shaven because I am clean shaven. And I just wanted to make sure I got the logo displayed correctly during that teaser. So not trying to mislead anyone, but I just wanted to make sure that this was displayed correctly. And for some reason, as I'm setting things up, and I'm really excited about doing the shave and getting the camera set up and getting all my gear laid out, I held it upside down accidentally. So that kind of thing happens. I apologize. So if I look a little clean shaven in that particular teaser, it's because I am clean shaven. I filmed it after I completed the shave because I thought, oh gee whiz, what am I going to do now? And I don't think I have an editing program that actually will allow me to go in and reverse that logo and do all that kind of little intricate special effects work. It's just refilm it and just tell people, hey, I did it after the shave, that sort of thing. So yeah, Ann Hirosen, sorry, I do have beard growth there. Sometimes it doesn't photograph, and sometimes these little things happen where I'll appear clean shaven right at well, that's the first time it happened. I appear clean shaven in a teaser. Usually that's never happened before. It happened this time. So thanks very much for the question, and perhaps I should wait a couple of days before I do another shave, so I'll have a little more beard growth. But I like to shave every day, and I don't like the feel of having that beard growth on my face. I love doing the traditional wet shave. So thanks very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Okay, this next question comes from Jerome Droidica, and he says, good video, great soap. For your Monday morning mailbag, what would be your favorite soaps of all that you have? Mine is Abate y la Mantia Don Jose. Well, you know what, Jerome, thanks very much for that, and thanks for mentioning that particular shave soap. I'm going to seek that out and provide a link below so other people, other viewers can check it out. It sounds absolutely wonderful. But yeah, there are so many shave soaps out there, and this is why I say if you're not doing the traditional wet shave, what are you waiting for? There are so many razors and shave soaps and aftershaves. It's the market is just exploding. There's a huge demand, and there are many individuals getting into the traditional wet shave, and manufacturers and artisan soap makers are responding, and they're responding with some great product out there. So yeah, there are a lot of different shave soaps I can pick from, and I have got to do another video of my top favorite soaps because it's changing all the time as soap is being introduced to me and viewers suggest new soaps, and I purchase something and try it out. I got a couple of new shaving soaps coming hopefully this week that I'm going to be reviewing. I'll give you more on that when they arrive. Probably something none of you have heard from. This certainly was an artisan soap maker I've never heard of, and they have really a wide range of let us say shaving and hair care products, that beard care products that you might consider. So I'm going to be reviewing a couple of their shaving soaps, and looking forward to that. But from what I have right now, clearly the one that really changed my traditional wet shave was Tabak. When I used Tabak for the first time, it was a game changer for me because this is rich and thick and creamy. The lather is rich and thick and creamy. It just changed my entire shave for the better. Really love Tabak, and it's got that great old school barbershop scent. Everyone describes it that way. You really have to You really have to get some and try it. I recommend that you get it in the milk glass ceramic bowl where they have a puck there in there. It really does. It lathers up quickly. It builds a great lather. I do a face lather with it. Love doing a face lather with it. It really is terrific. Taobak was a real game changer for me. And viewers said, Mark, you've got to try Sterling Shave Soap. And I resisted for the longest time because I had been reviewing some other things that came from Amazon. And I was aware of all the artisan soap makers out there, but the one that everyone was pointing to was Sterling. And you know what? This was the first Sterling soap that I tried, and wow, this barbershop was great. I used to say, Taobak, 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 and then I started saying Sterling, Sterling, Sterling. This is a great soap. Their shave soaps are just wonderful for creating a lather. Unbelievable. Again, I do a face lather with this. I really enjoy doing a face lather. I really reserve bowl lathering for shaving creams. But when it comes to shave soaps, I do a face lather with a synthetic brush, and I get a wonderful lather from these kinds of soaps. And again, this has that wonderful old school barbershop scent. It's a bit deeper and richer than Taobak. Has a little bit of a spice undertone as well. Just absolutely terrific. Love, love, love this barbershop shave soap. And I love all of the Sterling soaps that I have so far. Mountain Man, Sharp Dressed Man. Really, really, really terrific. The other soap maker out there that is great, well, before I tell you that, just know that Sterling tallow-based, Taobak tallow-based, just so you know, these are tallow-based soaps. So on the other end of the spectrum, artisan soap maker is Phoenix Shaving. Their club guy is their homage to Column and Pinot. Boy, this is terrific. This scent is even richer than the original Clubman. This is really, really terrific. And this is their original formula, either their original formula or their formula CK6. It just explodes off the brush. You get some really, really terrific lather. And they are a non-tallow based soap. They use some really nice exotic butters and other kinds of ingredients along those lines, along the vegan spectrum, I guess you could say. But their scent profiles are wonderful. The lathers are terrific. Great protection. Wonderful slickness. Every bit as good as Sterling, but if you don't want a tallow-based soap, check out the Phoenix Shaving soaps. And again, I love them. I mean, either one is great, but I love the Phoenix Shaving product line. Their website, their online store is very entertaining. That's really, I think, an advantage they have over a lot of other artisan soap makers. You can go in there, and it's kind of like reading a movie sometimes. Really kind of neat. But yeah, they're terrific. I like them a lot. Here is one that is terrific. Mitchell's Wool Fat. Mitchell's Wool Fat is this traditional shave soap that has a lot of cachet and history. A lot of wet shavers use it because you're supposed to use it, I guess. And I used it this morning, my shave of the day. And I used my Vikings Blade Emperor razor and Peregrino shaving brush from Phoenix Shaving. And yeah, it was a terrific shave. Now, a lot of wet shavers talk about how difficult this is to lather. It's not difficult to lather. It's difficult to get a rich, creamy, thick lather. And that, I think, is easier with, say, a Taobak and Sterling and the Phoenix Shaving. This one, you really have to kind of work to get to that level. And I don't know if anyone really does get to that level. I've approached that level, but I think that this particular shave soap gives you incomparable slickness. Hang on 1 minute. The neighbor's dog is here. Hang on. I gotta throw him a little scrap of food. 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, a little Yorkshire Terrier. She you know, when I have my windows open, my doors open, she knows I'm home, and yeah, she's like a little beggar. She comes over. She knows I'm going to give her a little scrap of food, so I gave her a little something. Okay, so she won't. That's why you heard a little bit of barking in the background. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, Mitchell's. That's great. That really is. You know, I love that sort of thing. You know, I got some nice neighbors. Okay, anyhow, Mitchell's wool fat. A lot of wet shavers use this. There's been a great deal of discussion on whether this is easy to lather, hard to lather, difficult to lather. I'm kind of in the middle. I've gotten some really nice shaves from it. I don't think the lather really approaches the really thick, dense creaminess of, say, a Tabak or Sterling or Phoenix shaving, but boy, it has an incomparable slickness. There is a wonderful slickness here. And by my third pass, with the additional water that I splash on my face, the lather starts to thin out and become a bit foamy, but boy, there is just this incredible slickness there, and the blade just glides right across the skin. And I got a wonderful BBS 3-pass shave this morning with my Vikings blade, Emperor Razor in Frosted Chrome. I started at 6, and then 5, and then finally finished up at 3.5, and got just a wonderful shave. So yeah, Mitchell's wool fat can be a challenge, and I don't think you're going to get this rich, thick, creamy lather right off the bat. You will get that with Tabak and Phoenix shaving and Sterling. You'll get that right off the bat with those shave soaps. But with Mitchell's wool fat, it's a little more of a challenge. But boy, even if you don't get that rich, dense, thick, creamy lather, you're going to get a really slick lather, super slick, and you're going to get a really nice close shave. Really irritation-free is what I've been getting from it. And I used it this morning, and I got a really great shave. Then you come across some of these little gems that are they're kind of like, where did this come from? You don't know anything about it. Kind of like the Zeva razor. Where did this come from? Don't know a lot about it. Jim from Northfield sent me this TRA shaving soap. He got it on eBay. I bought some more after I tried it out. It's absolutely wonderful. This is a glycerin soap in the much like Colonel Conk's glycerin soap. This is what this is. This one is citrus, olive oil, red myrrh, alcohol, honey, and water. This is terrific. It's got a beautiful scent. It lathers a treat. It doesn't give me a dense, thick lather like the Sterlings and the Phoenix shavings and the Tabaks, that sort of thing. But it gives me a nice lather with a lot of slickness, a lot of nice protection. And again, I love the scent. And you know, I've gone to shavingexpert.com, which is listed on their label here. I can't find any information. That doesn't come up. So I don't know the history of this, but boy, oh boy, I bought some extra ones. Gave one to another viewer, J. Michael Hines, because he sent me Omega shaving soap. So in return, I sent him one of these. And I don't know if he was is as impressed with it as I was. I'd have to go look at his comments again. But I like this a lot. Of course, I tend to like some of the things that are a little less dense at times and give me that kind of super slick kind of a shave. I think it's a nice change of pace for my shave. But boy, yeah, you find some of these little gems, and this was terrific. And I don't know if it's available anymore. If it is, I'll put a link below to the eBay seller that I bought it from. And of course, you know, the Parassos are great. This is, I believe this is a vegan-based soap as well. It's not tallow, it's a non-tallow soap. That's terrific. And last but not least, the natural and organic soaps are great as well. Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve Company. This is their lemon lime shave soap. I'll be doing a video review on this. This is terrific. It's a nice little puck like this for about $6.25. Again, it's not a thick, dense kind of a lather. It's nice and slick, all natural, organic ingredients. Here they have. This contains bentonite clay, provides razor glide for a clean, close shave. Citrus essential oils help balance natural skin oils. Lavender tones the skin and eases inflammation. I mean, that's really nice. So any wet shavers out there that are looking for a natural and organic shave soap with natural and organic ingredients, check out Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve Company. I'll be doing a review on this, but I like this one a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to kind of narrow down to what are my favorite ones. It's, you know what, there's just so much available, but that's why I say if you're not doing a traditional wet shave, what are you waiting for? There is so much available out there. It's fantastic. And not only do you have a wide variety of products, but boy, it's just a great process. You'll find a razor and a blade and a soap and a brush, etc., that fits your budget and your skin type. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to do the traditional wet shave. It's been a game changer for me, and I really do like it a lot. All right, so thanks very much for that. And I hope that kind of gives you an overview of some of the soaps I'm using. Again, I have to kind of narrow it down to my top 5 or 6, something like that, in an upcoming video. Hopefully I can put that together. Okay, this next question comes from Amareza Rezamir. Again, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He writes, "Hello, I'm 18 and I've been shaving with the safety razor for about 3 months now. I really like your videos and try to do whatever you're doing in your videos. I like it. I have one question though. Why do you heat up the razor before a shave?" That's a great question. The simple answer is it's a force of habit. And the reason why it's a force of habit is because it's been brought about because I live in Northeast Ohio, and during the wintertime it can get very cold. We get a lot of snow and a lot of cold, and in the morning my house is cooler. When I turn in the evening during those autumn and fall months, I'll turn the thermostat down to about 62, 64 degrees, something like that. I'm in bed under the covers. I don't really have to heat up the house to 70 or 72 degrees. I'm comfortable. But when I wake up in the morning, the house is cool, and the razor on my counter is going to be cool as well. So I just run it under that hot water and then swirl it in the warmer water in the sink to kind of bring it to temperature, kind of bring it to a room temperature or a little bit of warmth on my face. Not hot. I'll run it under hot water, but then I'll swirl it in warmer water in the sink. Hot water and then warm water to kind of bring the temperature to where it's temperate, to where it's mildly warm, that sort of thing. Because I don't want a cold razor touching my face. I want something more along the lines of room temperature, maybe a little warmer. Also, I noticed that when I do cold water shaves, when I'm using cold water shave, doing a cold water shave during the summer months, when I'm not running the AC, that sort of thing, I'll run this under the cold tap water as well. And my thinking is that I'm adding just a little bit of water, which probably will add a little bit of slickness when I do that first swipe of my razor, just to add a little slickness. That's what I'm thinking. So I guess I just don't want a dry razor. I want to add that little bit of water, so that adds just just that little bit of slickness when I start in on my shave. But yeah, it's kind of a force of habit. So it's an outgrowth of just waking up in the morning and being in a little colder environment or a cooler environment, so to speak. And I just want to make sure that the razor isn't cold on my face. I want to make sure that it's at room temperature, so it's a little more agreeable. And maybe that water adds a little bit of slickness as well to start my shave. But yeah, that's a very good question. But mostly, I think it's just a force of habit. So you know what? If you want to do it that way, great. If not, that's okay too. It's up to you. It's your shave. But that's kind of what I do. So yeah, that's what I do. This next comment comes from Mmmb Merrill. The Edwin Jagger Kelvin is my first DE razor I have ever used. I used an Arco shave stick with a cheap brush, but wow, I did a 3-pass shave, taking it slowly and light, and it is the closest shave I have had with no nicks or cuts. The Derby Extra blade might not be the sharpest, but it was very comfortable. I got a 100 sleeve of the Derby Extras with a free Arco stick for 9 pounds. It's probably what, about $10 US, I would think. Alexa, how much is 9 pounds in US dollars?
9 pounds is $11 and 74 cents.
Okay, so just under $12. Okay, that sleeve will last me a long time as I shave 3 times a week. Fantastic product, both the blades and razor. Well, I'm so glad that they're working out for you. That Kelvin razor is a really, really nice razor. And in the Edwin Jagger line of razors, I tend to favor the shorter handled razors. For some reason, I think they're a little more efficient for me. Their traditional razors, their DEA 9L, is a little longer handled razor. It's a wonderful razor. It's terrific. But I tend to think, for me, the shorter handled razors are a little more efficient. They're both great razors, but yeah, those shorter handled razors are a little more efficient. And that Kelvin razor, I think, is made specifically for Amazon. I think that's the only place you can buy it, is on Amazon. I'll link it below if you're interested in getting a nice short handled razor that gives a terrific, terrific shave. The Edwin Jagger Kelvin razor really is a short handled, a nice 3-piece short handled razor. Like it a lot. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you all the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog, for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this. I'm on Facebook. Check out my Facebook page. Check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements for some great, great shaving gear. They got some great shaving soaps, as you saw right here, razors, brushes, aftershaves, really a lot of terrific shaving gear up there. Check out my Amazon product page, amazon.com/shop/MarksRadio. We'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized, so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this. C.S. Lewis said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Looks like I need a warm-up. Make it a great week.